Hey, Litchfield, did you miss me? I'm sitting here with John Brunel twice in one day. If I can find another selectman candidate, I'm going to do another one. But I think this might be it for today. So, hi, John. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you.
And you're currently on our Board of Selectmen.
I am. So I've been on the board for the last 9 years. I've served as chair and vice chair, and been involved since 2010.
2010, so 9 years. And you want to do it again?
I do. Crazy, huh?
Yeah, kind of crazy. What do you like best about it?
I like the interaction. I like meeting people and trying to make a difference and a change and just being involved. I think it's, I said it to you earlier, it's really key. This town is small and we need people to be involved.
Right, and we never have enough.
No, never enough. It's always the same 5% that kind of volunteer around town.
Yeah, it's true. I used to remember that one from baseball, that it was always the same parents who did everything. So, John, you were also on other boards in town.
Yeah, so I moved into town in '98, been here with my family for the last 20 years. I originally started on the zoning board, was a member of the zoning board for a couple of years.
And what was the big project you were working on with that?
The zoning board was the growth of the town, right? So it was the involvement was just doing zoning and helping people get variances and understand and controlling the growth within the town.
And you also started when, what board were you on when the town had to switch from the incinerator to the...
So I was on no board. I volunteered to.
You volunteered?
Yeah, I volunteered to chair a side committee to kind of look at the, how to transition from when we were doing, we were burning our trash to going to either recycling or trash pickup and different options that we had. And I worked with a small committee that was an adjunct of the selectmen at the time. And that committee helped develop what was the start of what we have today with Dave Mellon's team.
Very nice.
Yep.
Very nice. It seems to be working out. I know I was really nervous at the same time when that happened. And it seems like it's business as usual now.
Yep.
So you've seen a lot of things happen with the board. What's the biggest change that you've noticed over the past 10 years?
I think in the past 10 years, what I've seen is really a team effect work. The members they all come from different parts of the world and their different experiences, but they work together to try to better the town and better the community in general.
What are some of the big things that you think are coming up in the next 3 years?
So, we've tackled a lot over the last 10 years between the road projects that we've had, the new fire station that's going up, but we still have capital issues. We still have, issues around our equipment at the fire department. We have issues with our roads because there's still a lot of roads to be done. Mm-hmm. We have, needs around capital assets with equipment like in the fire trucks, the police department, police buildings, so on. So, and then obviously the bigger challenge is just trying to maintain cost.
Exactly, trying to keep our taxes maybe
It's not,
down.
and it's as simple as people may think it is, it's not easy.
No.
The biggest knobs that we have in town are people, and we have very limited resources when it comes to people.
Well, I think that there's a lot of people in town. Now we got to get them at the meetings, which it's hard to ask people to take more time out of what they're already on, because even though you don't necessarily see them in town government, they may be involved in school PTOs and they're involved in their kids' sports and things like that. So it really is that next level of participation that we need as residents, because there's complicated issues that are out there.
Yeah. No,
Oh, here's a good question. Mike Cahoon Sr. is asking us, what do you think that we're going to do with the old firehouse?
That's a good question. We've talked about it. I think ultimately, initially, it would be cold storage. We have a storage problem within the community or within the town, so it would probably be that initially. The board hasn't taken any other discussions around it at this point.
So that might be something that we can talk about in the roundtable discussion. Sure. Because I've talked to Kerry, yourself actually kind of brought this up, that we'd like to do a group discussion with all 5 candidates with questions about what's going on in town and what they want to see happen with things in the old fire department is a really interesting one, because I personally would love to see it turned into a restaurant or something like that. Is it possible to sell that just one building that's sitting on the...
Yeah, the problem with that property, it's landlocked, right?
Right, it's got the town hall, the
church, and there's not a lot of parking there. So I think the uses of that building is probably gonna be very limited, but I think if the community has ideas, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, come and share those with the Board of Selectmen.
Yeah, you were saying you'd really like to see people come to the meetings, and there's an opportunity during each meeting to discuss people's thoughts or just to...
Yeah, I mean, we've done over the last 10 years, we've brought the meetings live, right? So now we broadcast live on cable, we broadcast on YouTube, we post them on our social media stuff. We've done enough to try to get all those meetings out there, but we do need people to come to the meeting and share their opinion, their comments. Let us know if we're doing a good job. Let us know if we're doing a bad job.
Yeah, you want to hear that?
Yeah.
Because we're in town, we're all so shy about talking about things like that. Nobody's really very critical. So, see, Debbie Douglas wants to make it a tea house. I really think it would be fun.
The tea house.
That would be really kind of fun. I want to thank you for running. I really appreciate everything that you've done for our town. I know just the deliberative session was the first one I've gone to, which is probably embarrassing. I've been in town about 20 years, about the same amount of time as you have, and have done the same things as you and raised my kids here, and now my grandkids are coming around and all that good stuff.
You and I
The same, yeah, we're kind of at the same part of the town. But I just want to thank you for putting all those hours in, because they are far more hours than any paycheck that the small stipend that you are given.
Well, none of us do it for the money. And more importantly, I want to thank all the folks that have supported me in the past, and I do hope I can earn your support going forward. And, I'm always reachable and available to anybody who has a question directly to me. You can call out, reach out, whatever.
All right, John, so I hope I see you again. It'll probably be a couple of weeks before we can put a round table together.
Yep.
But this is what John Brunel looks like. So if you want to vote for John, this is John right here.
I got a face for radio, but thank you.
Me too, but I'm doing it. All right, so thank you very much, Litchies, for listening to me twice today. I truly appreciate it. I'm going to tag these both as announcements on the page so that you can watch them for a couple of days, and then we hope to get the other 3 candidates in. Kevin Lynch was going to come and meet with me yesterday, and unfortunately Kevin's dad has passed away, so I just wanted to send our regards to Kevin and his family. Absolutely. And our sympathy and our love to him, and I will see you soon, people. Take care.